Who is Bruce Lee? You could say he's a kung fu master who broke Orientalist stereotypes, or a sharp-dressed philosopher. But one thing never changed: he's a global co-star and someone deeply admired. In this video, I argue that Bruce Lee shaped a new kind of co-stardom through his fluid identity. This fluidity and formlessness connect him closely with fan culture, allowing fans to shape Bruce Lee according to their own interpretations. First, we need to ask, what is a co-star? Decodova pointed out that the star is formed by information about screen rules and their private off-screen life. Based on that, Sexton further adds that a star's focus on a specific type of film, their distinctive performance style, and their sudden death can all help them break away from the mainstream and shape their co-star status. Bruce Lee definitely fits the definition of a co-star. First, he only made kung fu films, and the camera always captures his movements in a medium shot or zooms in on his facial expressions, creating a distinctive performance style. And most importantly, the same year Enter the Dragon was released in the West, he suddenly passed away. As Paul Bowman points out, all of this immediately made both of the film and the man extremely intriguing. But the question is, why as an Asian actor was Bruce Lee able to achieve co-star status in the West? I think the reason can be connected to his life philosophy, that is, be water. In an interview, Bruce Lee once said, "Be like water, formless and shapeless. When still, it flows gently. When moving, it crashes like waves." I believe it is precisely this fluidity and formlessness that made Bruce Lee a truly co-star. First, water represents a flowing, blurred space. The transnational nature of Bruce Lee's films reflect this idea. Abbas mentioned that before Hong Kong returned to China, stories about Hong Kong always turned into somewhere else, as if Hong Kong itself wasn't a fixed cultural subject. We can see this in Enter the Dragon, where all the fight scenes take place on a fictional island controlled by Mr. Han, an evil Oriental figure similar to Fu Manzhou. He's an image that fits Western audiences' traditional expectations of the East. Another example is in the opening scene, where Bruce Lee wears an outfit that blends traditional Chinese silk with Western tailoring, making him stand out from the Shaolin monks around him. These two examples show that Bruce Lee exists in a fluid, non-specific universal space. This ambiguous fluidity enhances Bruce Lee's fan appeal. In such ways, Bruce Lee gained his co status because he turned this fluidity into a more complicated commodity. He combines two symbolic others, violence and the Orient, which were fused together into a form of mystical attraction in the West. As Leon Holt puts it, Bruce Lee is like a cultural mosaic, also like a fluid transnational signifier, both everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Beyond that, water is formless. When Bowman discussed the relationship between cult culture and Bruce Lee, he stated that when we talk about Bruce Lee, we are dealing with a complex texture structure composed of different materials, such as books, films, and documentaries. And this is exactly the case. It continuously to be revived in various ways in the digital era. On the one hand, Bruce Lee's physical body is no longer alive, but through his films, fans continue to experience an intimate and imaginative connection with him. This aligns with Baudrillard's concept of hyper-real, where the cinematic image transcends real life, creating an idealized and almost mythical version of Bruce Lee. At the same time, his presence in media has never truly faded. New documentaries, video games continue to be released, reinforcing the illusion that Bruce Lee remains an active figure in popular culture. Bruce Lee, just like water, he flows between cultures, allowing global fans to understand his spirit. And also like water, he has no fixed form, which allows fans to reshape him into something new. His stardom has never been static. Just like Bowman said, Bruce Lee's co-stardom exists in a paradox. He is simultaneously absent and present even decades after his passing. So, who is he? I think nobody can really define him, because everyone has their own Bruce Lee in their heart.